Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Richard Fleming. I'm a physicist and nuclear cardiologist, and I've had the pleasure of doing 52 years worth of research so far, with plans to continue on over the next several decades. I've also had the unique opportunity to work with many of the greatest minds in medicine and physics over the course of the 52 years that I've been doing research. Many of these individuals have passed over the course of time, including Mel Marcus, who was the original developer of CineCT, Denton Cooley, one of the pioneers of congenital heart disease, Albert Sen, one of the pioneers of cardiovascular disease in Europe, Michael DeBakey, who was one of the pioneers of bypass surgery and the left ventricular assist device in the United States, and a variety of other physicians and leaders over the course of time that gave me an opportunity to be involved in cutting edge research. I should mention that White and Wilson, who were at the University of Iowa when I was being trained as a medical student, pioneered and developed intravascular ultrasound at that time. It's been my pleasure to be trained by several of the best people of nuclear cardiology and echocardiography in the world, at least from my perspective. And over the course of these 52 years, I've had an opportunity to publish more than 400 papers and present at approximately 100 meetings around the world. I've also had the opportunity to present some of this information on social media and television networks, including programs like 2020, MSNBC, and The Today Show. It was my pleasure to have an opportunity to talk about what we were finding for heart disease and cancer at that point in time. Recently, I've addressed an issue that it's been brought to my attention where medical students and physicians were wanting some of the different courses that I had presented over the many decades. And the lay public was looking for general information about heart disease, cancer, and COVID-19. For that reason, I've put together several books, a variety of platforms on the topics of heart disease, cancer, primarily breast cancer, but all cancers, a patented test that I developed that's able to measure these diseases at the tissue level called FMTVDM, and the area of COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2. Heart disease, cancer, and SARS-CoV-2 all share similar characteristics in that their disease progression is the result of inflammatory and clotting processes that occur in response to a variety of problems. This is extremely beneficial for those of us trying to study these areas. And I try to break this down for both the medical community and general public in these books. You'll find a variety of books written on simply COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2. There are books on electrocardiography, how to read an electrocardiogram, how to read echocardiograms, how to read nuclear images. There's one book on some of the injustices of the legal system and big pharma. I also have a JD degree, so unfortunately, I've been involved in some of those legal discussions, and a variety of other topics that I think will be educational and informative, not only for the medical professionals interested in heart disease, cancer, and SARS-CoV-2, but for the general public. Hopefully, these books will provide insight and information where fear and misinformation has been reigning the day. These books include not only the diagnosis of these health problems, but the treatment, and specifically the treatment of SARS-CoV-2. It also includes a book on the issue of vaccines, and these books will continue to develop based upon information that I receive from people like you who ask for a book to be written about a particular topic. It's my hope and wish that this information provided in these books are educational. I know when I grew up, many of the books that I read, I categorized into one of two categories. Many books who were written by individuals who wanted to impress that they knew something I didn't know, which I thought was obvious at the time, or I wouldn't be reading their books. And the books that are written by people from the perspective of, let me explain to you from beginning to end what you need to know, or at least this particular topic, so that the reason for buying the book is to learn and have an understanding about something that you didn't fully understand beforehand. It's my hope that these books fit into the latter category. Any questions or comments I look forward to, please feel free to email me at that's Dr. Richard M. Fleming with one M at gmail.com. So it's Dr. Richard M. Fleming at gmail.com. You can also find information on FMTVDM and Wix, W-I-X. That will take you to a website discussing many of these same topics. And if there's any questions that you have, please feel free to send those forward. I look forward to hearing any questions from you and seeing your reviews and thoughts on these books, which you can freely post on the Amazon.com Kindle website. Thank you so much.